Hey guys, hi, it's Rob G out here in Surprise, Arizona with my brother-in-law, Robert H. And we are actually members of a local haunt group called AZ Haunters. I posted a few videos on YouTube and we actually built a structure here. It took us about 2 weeks to build it all together on a few hours here, a few hours there. We are actually having a pneumatic showcase tomorrow, April 22nd, 2012, and Steve Coatsy here, the hall staff, he's actually here in town to go over our electronics, how to show us new programming, what have you. So it's kind of a big make and take showcase about electronics and pneumatics and simple timers and programming and stuff like that. But Robert and H and I, we're in charge. We're doing the pneumatics. Just kind of want to show you what we did here. To the back here to my left, we have some flicker bulbs here mimicking loss of power effect. I posted an earlier video about last year around this time. How that's done. So we're only using 2 of those at this time. What I have down here is a battery charger with this grate right here. We're going to do a spark grid. Don't want to do it in the daytime because it doesn't really get a good effect. But it's a cheap prop. I think it costs us what, 25 bucks to build it altogether. It wasn't too expensive at all, and it works really good. It just creates a spark. And I think Robbie's going to go ahead and try it. Just going to turn that power on. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Pretty crazy. I don't want to do it because I was afraid to get electrocuted, but it's pretty cool. That was his little puppy idea there, and we went with it, and I really like it. Robert's going to go ahead and fire off one of our simple timers, and it's going to fire off a flash cracker. And all that is a flash cracker. I've actually bought a few of them from Fright Props, and we just kind of put it in here really quick. We used it for our 2011 haunt. It was an industrial nightmare. That was the theme, and we actually had about 4 of these throughout the whole haunt. We had wires hanging out, kind of like a fake power box, like, you know, walk right by, hit it, and it goes off real quick. So we have that. Which one do you want to hit next, Robbie? Kids. Okay, we're going to do the, people call this the Beast in a Box. We actually want to do Kids in a Box instead. We're a little demented and kind of corrupt that way, but go ahead and fire that puppy off. It's not really complete right now. We just didn't want to complete all the props. We want to get our fellow haunters an idea how we build our stuff and kind of get more idea how everything goes together. But in here, we have 2 cylinders. Kind of dark to see right now. But I have 2 1/16 cylinders, double acting, 3-inch throw, and we actually have a little LED light. So when Robbie hits the trigger, it activates both solenoids into the air valves and also the light. And one thing that we've been working on last year, we didn't get out exactly down, and we actually did it better this year, is a picture banger. But we actually made a chalkboard. Robbie's going to fire that puppy off. Kind of moves the whole structure itself, but it's a kick butt prop. We really like it. The next one that actually we've been working on for the past couple hours, we finally got it down. We like it. It's not the best compared to others out there, but for what we do, it's going to work. This is our electric chair prop. All right, cool. And one of our last ones we have here, we actually have 2 55-gallon drums here, and one's actually a hopping can. Cool. And our last one is going to be for air whips. A lot of people want to do ankle ticklers. We actually have 2 separate lines. We have one at 3/8 and we have one at 1/4 inch. I do not recommend to do 1/4 inch unless you have a very high powerful solenoid that's going to push the air through. But we have our first line is a 3/8 inch line. Next one is a 1/4 inch line, and we have some T's coming out, and air just comes out of these little whips right here. So Robbie's going to go ahead and fire those puppies off. Yeah, normally they're at the ankles during the hallway. We just wanted to put them on top because we had no areas to put them at really. But if you stand underneath them, you get a good whiff of air right on top of your head. I'm gonna walk over to my right side, kind of show a little bit of the control board. It's a little nuts, a little crazy here. I have a 26-gallon air compressor in the backyard right now. That's snaked down to 2 air accumulators. It gives me an extra 22 gallons total. So I think we have a total of 48 or 49 gallons of air here, of air powering all of our air props. That's being snaked into a block manifold. This is a 10-way block manifold. We have some of the ports blocked out because we're not using them right now, but we have a fellow hunter, Rick. He's coming tomorrow. He's going to bring one of his props. So I wanted some air ports for him and to see just to help him out. But everything coming out is all going to on and off valves. And believe me, these are worth the money. They're only about $4 a piece, maybe a little cheaper for the smaller ones, but the 3/8 is about $4 a piece. The 1/4 inch are about $3.50 over at Pneumatic Props. These help out quite a bit because when you need to work on a prop, you can just turn it off, bleed your solenoid, and work on your prop. You don't have to bleed off the whole air tanks. So much easier to use. So I highly recommend those on and off valves. Everything's being snaked into regulators. We have inline regulators for every single air prop that we're operating. Some props need to have 80 psi, some need to have 20 psi. So if you're going to run multiple props and some way heavier compared to others, I would highly recommend these regulators. You can get these over at Harbor Freight for about $12 a piece. I got a couple of them from Harbor Freight and a couple over from Pneumatic Props, but really cheap to get them there. That's all being snaked onto all the solenoids. A little crazy, but this is a 5-port 4-way valve solenoid system. I'm only using one. This is for the hopping can. The other 3 are blocked off right now, just for fellow hunters. Whoever want to bring their pneumatic props, they can hook them up to that so they can have an air source. Right here is for our air whips. This is a 3-way valve. You have your primary, your exhaust, and your ones going to our air whips. This is the 3/8. This is the 1/4 inch right here. Over to the left on these 4 bottom ones, these are running separate other pneumatic props. We actually had a stacked manifold for all 4 of them, but realized that we're only regulating one pressure vane. We had to take that apart because some of the props needed more air pressure, so we kind of tore those apart and put them separately. So those are 12 volts. 12 volts, 5-port 4-way solenoids. Sorry, I got tongue-tied there. On above me is our prop controllers. We have the Peekaboo Plus. That's a 4-relay prop controller. We are actually using 3 of them. This is for our kids in the box. Each one is operating the cylinder, other one's operating the other cylinder, and this is operating the light. The other 4 right here are the Peekaboo. Actually, I think they're just called the Peekaboos now. They were actually called the Peekaboo 104 last year, and when they came out the Peekaboo Plus, they changed all their naming. So those are the Peekaboos. Those are also 2-relay prop controllers. The one on the bottom right is the Peekaboo Junior, which was the Peekaboo F103. The only difference between all these, they all have 2 minutes of animation. It's just this one does not support audio. The rest actually do support audio. So if you need to add audio to your animation, you can go right ahead. 2 minutes in duration. Over here is a simple timer. This is our simple timer. Is operating that flash cracker. If you want a prop just to operate for anywhere between 2 seconds up to a minute, and just to turn on and turn off, this is a very simple way of doing it, and it's very cost effective. It cost me a total of $23 for the little board and also the power supply. It did not come with a trigger. The triggers, I have some that I purchased through Pneumatic Props, and I have some that I made. And I'll probably do another video to show you how to make triggers. You can make a trigger for about $4. So there's that right there. Thanks for watching, guys.